So let's look at this function. The definition given to me is f1x is equal to 1 by x. I'm supposed to find f90 of x, obviously assuming that f of n is equal to f of n minus 1x. Right? I'm assuming by now we can handle the n and n minus 1, and we understand that this is nothing but f of 3 is equal to f of 2, right? That's the basic game. And keeping the story in mind, what is the value of f90 of x? So obviously I can't directly jump to f90. Let me think of f2, which I can do fairly easily, right? What is the meaning of f2? It is f of x. That means wherever there is an x, put a fx. So let me take the small steps. Instead of the x, I'll put up the fx. And now what is fx? Fx is a 1 by x, and 1 by x will finally give you an x. So if I find the value of f2, I'm back to x. Go one more step. Go to f3 of x. f3 of x is nothing but f of f2 of x. So instead of f2 of x, I know I can put fx. So f3 of x is the same as f of x. That means instead of x, put x only. That means you're back to 1 by x. Take one more step. I ask you to find f4 of x. Do it manually, and you will be back at the value of x. So you see that there are only two possible values. You get a 1 by x or a x or a 1 by x or a x. And now I observe 1 is an odd number, I'm getting a 1 by x. 2 is an even number, I'm getting an x. 3 is an odd number, I'm getting a 1 by x. 4 is an even number, I'm getting an x. I want f90, which is an even number. So my final answer is just going to be an x. So what you're seeing is the beginning of a very basic cycle, right? A two-step cycle. Step 1, step 2, step 1, step 2, step 1, step 2. The same two steps are repeating over and over again. So in iterative functions, right now you're only getting two possible values, 1 by x and x. We will try one more example where we'll see three different values, right? 3 steps, and then the function starts repeating, or maybe 4. And going forward in this journey, I recommend either you have finished cyclicity from number system, or I recommend mastering that topic well, because now onwards it's about pattern recognition and then using the cycle. Here the cycle was very simple, even and odd, or a cycle of 2. All you had to do was figure out whether this is even or odd, and you got your answer. Those of you who have done cyclicity will remember this even odd game, we started that journey also with this very easy level of interpretation, right? So now onwards in iterative functions where I get f2, f3, f4, maybe 2-3 different values, I will also need to know the concepts of cyclicity. In case you do not know it, please invest in it, because here the life will become easy. And here right now I will not go into explaining that cycle logic, because there is a separate video, not only a video, a whole little module chapter on that as such, right? So connecting iterative functions, figuring out the first couple of values to figure out a pattern, and then also seeing that in the previous example we just kept going from x cube to x9 to x raised to 27, etc. Here we are only alternating between 2-3 values, right? In this case only 2 values, and in the next example with 3 values. So new operation, same idea, the underlying story is still the same. I have a f1. The question could be about anything, say f90 or f91 and f92, just a few different values, say I have to figure out. And the original definition is f1x is equal to square root is equal to square root of 1 minus x square. So my first step obviously is just going for a basic f2 of x. What does this mean? It means f of x. What does this mean? Wherever there is an x, put the fx. So let me rewrite the original expression 1 minus. Instead of a x, I will write a fx, and I will square it. I know, this is a slow going process. The faster process, if the idea is clear in your head, you could have directly written what you know fx to be. So you write a square root of 1 minus x square and a square of that. Now it's about operations, right? So if I do a square of this, the square root will be eliminated, and this can be cancelled, and I'll be left with a 1 minus x square inside the square root. Open this up, 1 minus 1, and this minus and minus will become a plus x square. This 1 minus 1 will get cancelled. A square root of x square is going to give you an x. So once again, actually I was hoping that maybe the story will have 3 steps. This also has 2 steps only. f2 of x I get back as x. And the moment I get to x, f3 of x, which is f of f2 of x, it is nothing but f of x again. So I started with f3 and I'm back at fx. And I'm back at f of x. So f3 is the same as f of x. So this is also 2 steps only. You get either this, or you get x, or you go back to this expression, right? So if I ask you 90 is still the even odd game. So it's still the even odd game. Add the even number. Add the even numbers, you will get x. So f90 of x is going to be equal to x. f92 is also going to be equal to x. And f91 of x is going to be equal to this expression. Not writing that down there, right? So once again the cycle game, just the expression was different this time. Let's try a more complicated expression where maybe I'll get more steps, not just 2. So this would be your typical question. Our function will be defined as so, and then you are asked find the value of f100. And I know before jumping to this point, I have to figure out f2, f3 so that I can find the pattern involved. So let me start taking those steps. I find f2 of x. What does this mean? It is the same as saying f of x, right? That means wherever there is an x, put a fx. So I will put it, instead of this, I will write a fx minus 1. Instead of this, I will write a fx plus 1. Open this story further. What is fx? This whole thing. So write it again, x minus 1 upon x plus 1 minus 1, and in the denominator x minus 1 upon x plus 1 plus 1. So compare this view and this view. You will notice instead of each x, you are putting the whole function again, or instead of each x, you are putting f1x or f of x, right? Now it's a game of opening this up. So please take these steps with me. You already know these kind of addition, subtraction. So do not wait for me to figure this out. Take all of these steps along with me, right? The denominator is going to be x plus 1. This x minus 1 will be carried over. Minus 1 into a minus, a plus x will give you a minus x and a minus 1. So again, don't pay attention to what I am doing. Figure this out by yourself. And a minus 1 and a minus 1 will overall give you a minus 2 here. The x plus 1 here. The same story in the denominator. You have a x plus 1. This x minus 1 will be so. You will get a plus x plus 1. How? I'm assuming you can figure out. Minus 1 plus 1 will get cancelled and you will get a 2x. This x plus 1 and x plus 1 will also get cancelled. So finally what you are getting is, in the numerator you have a minus 2, and in the denominator you have a 2x. The 2 will also get cancelled, and finally you are getting a minus 1 by x. So capture this value in your notebook. f2 of x is the same as minus 1 by x. Now let's go for the next step, f3 of x, which is the same as f of f2 of x. Rewrite this. f2 of x is minus 1 by x. So f of minus 1 by x. That means wherever there is x in the story, put a minus 1 by x. If I had written a f of 5, you would have put a 5 instead of every x in the story. So the same thing, but with a minus 1 by x. So I'm putting a minus 1 by x here. Minus 1 by x minus 1 and minus 1 by x plus 1. Figure this story out. The denominator will be x. I will have a minus 1 and a minus x. Again, for the denominator would be x, and I would have a minus 1 and a plus x. Figure this story out. You have a minus 1 minus x upon x, and you have a minus 1 plus x upon x. The x will get cancelled. Furthermore, can I take the minus out of this story and rewrite this as minus into 1 plus x? And if I do the same thing, if I take the minus out of this story, I'll have to change the sign here and make it minus. So these steps should be very, very clear. These are like your basic class 7, class 8 addition, subtraction, minus into minus kind of steps. I hope nobody is getting lost there. And then these two minus steps are getting, the negative signs are getting cancelled, and what I'm left with is a 1 plus x divided by a 1 minus x. So finally capture that. f3 of x is 1 plus x divided by 1 minus x. So now if I notice, I'm getting three different steps already. I have f1 of x which is equal to this, f2 of x which is equal to this, f3 of x again is different, it is equal to 1 plus x upon 1 minus x, very different from this, right? So I'm already at three steps and I'm not yet getting a pattern. So let me continue in the story. My next task should be to find f4 of x. What is f4 of x? f4 of x is f of f3 of x, right? Repeating the basic ideas over and over again. So now instead of f3 of x, can I put a 1 plus x and 1 minus x, right? Because this is equal to this, so I'm putting it here. What does this mean? Instead of every single x, put up this whole thing. So I'm doing that. Instead of a x, I'm writing a 1 plus x upon 1 minus x minus 1, right? So look at the similarities. And similarly, instead of the x, I'm writing a 1 plus x upon 1 minus x and a plus 1. Start working this out. The denominator would be 1 minus x. In the numerator, you would get a 1 plus x, and a minus 1 into a 1 will give you a minus 1, and a minus 1 into a minus x will give you a plus x. So 1 and 1 will get cancelled and you'll get a 2x. Do the same thing for the denominator. You have the same 1 minus x. You have a 1 plus x, and a plus 1 into 1 will give you a 1 and a minus x. So x and x will get cancelled and the sum will be 2. This 1 minus x will also be cancelled. So what are you left with? You're getting a 2x in the numerator and a 2 in the denominator. The 2 gets cancelled and you get f4 of x is equal to x. And this is a very interesting point, right? Where you get simply down to x, because in the next iteration, in the next recursion, you will simply put x in the story, right? We'll see what we mean in a second. So I'm at f4 already, and now I'm thinking of f5 of x, which is the same as f of f4 of x. And this itself is nothing but f of x. That means if you reach this point in the story where the function becomes equal to x, the very next step, you're back to the original starting point of the story, right? So you're back to fx. So now I can rewrite this as f5 of x is the same as f1 of x. The first step of the cycle is the same as the fifth step of the cycle. And that's why I was saying that please learn the chapter on cyclicity, because it's a universal, very basic tool and a super fun tool as well. And now onwards, the story is about cyclicity, the function playing, the game involved there, the algebra game we have done already. Now it's a game of cycles, right? And my question was f100 of x. Now I'm just going to go for the cyclicity shortcut. I'm not going to explain too many details, because otherwise then it becomes a whole cyclicity chapter. I'm at the 100th step. I want to figure out where it would be in the cycle. So I will just divide 100 by 4. My remainder would be 0. That tells me I'm on the fourth step of the cycle. First step, second step, third step, fourth step. Or essentially what I'm trying to say is, connected later, do the chapter on cyclicity, and I'm trying to say that the f100 of x is the same as f4 of x, right? That is because of the repeating nature of the cycle. Going slower, for example, I know f5 is the same as f1 of 6, so I can say f6 is going to be the same as f2. f7 is going to be the same as f3 of x. f8 of x is the same as f4 of x. So notice that after every 4 steps you are reaching the same point. Do the chapter on cyclicity and I will not have to invest any time here. Or you can also see that if you want to go slowly and more manually, say you have not done cyclicity, at f4 you get the function value as x. And I'm now realizing f8 is the same as f4. That means f12 will be the same as f8 or f4. That means I'm looking at multiples of 4. As long as I'm at a multiple of 4, I'll keep getting the value as x only. So that could be the other way of thinking, right? But in case this is not making sense, please do the chapter on cyclicity and your life will be very, very easy. But as far as iterative functions are concerned, that is should be a reasonable story. And now I'm also seeing that I'm getting a few different answers, and now after that answers start repeating. In our previous examples, we were just going up and up and the values were becoming bigger and bigger, but not so here. So get comfortable with this idea also. So get comfortable with this idea also, not only a pattern but a repeating pattern this time.